I'm trying to go on the presentation mode, but I think it's a little bit difficult. Yes. So I'll be talking about global fisheries and aquaculture. This is a very broad topic, and it's possibly not. I will not be able to cover the this particular topic in detail because it's such a big topic that it will take hours and hours before I can complete it. But let me start by showing you a picture. I don't know how many of you are aware of this particular photograph. This has been taken last year, and this is one particular fish weighing about 278 kg, and its price for the first auction was US dollar 3.1 million US dollar. So if we transfer this in terms of Pakistani economy, it's about 17 lakh rupees for 1 kg. So you can imagine the price of a fish of per kg is 17 lakh rupees. So fish can be very expensive. But I mean, just comparing where we stand in Pakistan. So I'll show you a photograph from Pakistan. This is a photograph which I have taken from this particular heap. So it is only half a rupees for a kg, 0.093 for kg. So you can imagine where we stand at present. We are nowhere as compared to global fisheries, and we have to do a lot to make our fish compatible. So let me start my presentation showing that there is a lot of gap in Pakistani fisheries and that of the global fisheries. So I'll start with the global fisheries where we stand. So you can see that it's about 17 million ton of fish, about more than 17 million ton of fish that is produced annually, of which majority is being contributed by capture fisheries. World has a very large capture fisheries, which include both inland fisheries and marine fisheries. And in terms of aquaculture, you can see that it's not that much, but it is growing. Aquaculture की field अभी दुनिया के अक्सर मुल्कों में develop हो रही है. So it is a lot to be done. But if you look at these particular figures, this indicates that the aquaculture is also developing. So this is another photograph, another which 2018. So 54% is contributed by capture fisheries, and 46% of that is contributed by aquaculture. And it's now aquaculture is growing very fast, and we are expecting that in next 5 years it will be surpassing the level of production through capture fisheries. दुनिया बहुत तेजी से कैप्चर फिशरीज के रिसोर्सेस रिड्यूस हो रहे हैं और एक्वाकल्चर बहुत तेजी से प्रमोट हो रही है अगर हम पाकिस्तान की बात ना करें. अगर आप इसको फर्दर डिटेल में देखें तो दिस पर्टिकुलर the bottom line, the red one, is the inland capture fisheries. Then we have marine capture fisheries, which is contributing the most major part of it, and then inland aquaculture, and then marine aquaculture. So you can see that the aquaculture is being developed, but it is more developed in freshwater than marine environment, and it is growing very fast. So this is a uh, one of the graph produced by FAO. So you can see that the major contribution is still made by the capture fisheries in the oceans, and if you combine it with the freshwater, it's uh, uh, it's about more than 60% or 54% of the total production. But you can see that the as far as the production of marine fish from capture fisheries and that from the inland fisheries almost have plateaued. It's increasing, it is just stable. But aquaculture is increasing tremendously. Pressure on the natural stock. This is further break of how we produce. So this is capture fish. 41% is contributed by marine fish, and then 32 by freshwater fish. Then mollusks contribute about 13%, oysters, clam, other species. Then crustacean contribute less than 14%, about 14%. And then diadomous fish about 5%, and then miscellaneous aquatic sorry, this is the capture fishery data, so it indicates where we stand at present. And further going into the detail of it, if you look at this particular graph, I mean, showing graph is not that much appreciative because it's not that attractive, but it shows where we stand. So marine capture, see, is the major contributor. Inland aquaculture, inland capture, they are barely minimum. Marine seafood product is increasing, is stable, but is still contributed by aquaculture is increasing. So this is as far as the species concerned. The freshwater fish are very important contributor to the total seafood production of the world. Then pelagic fish. I'm sure that you are aware of what pelagic fish are. Pelagic fish are fishes which is found on the surface water of the ocean. There are two categories of these: small pelagics and large pelagics. So small pelagics are the one which is found in the coastal water. There are some small pelagics which are found in the comparatively deeper water. But uh, then in the open ocean we have tuna and tuna-like species, which is found in the offshore water and in the area which is called ABA, area beyond national jurisdiction. Then demersal fish, which is the main fish being utilized by human beings, is the demersal fish. Then other marine fishes, which are not contributed, you see that there in most cases the catches are increasing. If you look at the world status of various areas, various countries, and this is the latest 2019 for the major contributor in the and then other countries. It's very interestingly that about 10 years back, Peru was number one, and then China and Indonesia was not in even the list, but now they have surpassed most of the country. We'll go further detail of it. But as far as aquaculture is concerned, China is leading, followed by India, Indonesia, and then followed by the other people. So there is a major change in the production pattern. Giving into further detail of, you can see the various areas. This is Africa, Asia, Americas, Asia, Europe, and Oceanasia, Pacific Island, and other areas. So you can see that it's Asia that is contributing substantially to. So if we just take out the Asian, then see where we stand. So the African contribution is substantial through fisheries, then followed by Americas and the Europe and Oceanasian. The contribution is major through offshore fisheries, which is tuna fisheries. So you can see that there has been change, there has been something. But the worst thing is the most of these stocks are overexploited, fully exploited, and there are hardly any stocks which are not exploited or underexploited. So you can see this particular graph, the blue one, it is declining. So there are hardly any, and this is about 11 years back. And then fully exploited resources are there are so many of them that if you look into further detail of it, this is a better picture. You can see the overfish stock. So most of the stock utilization of frozen fish is in